Hello friends, good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. My name is Nelly and I am an aspiring indie author, and today we're going to be attempting a 10K writing day for my work in progress. Alright, so a little background on this work in progress. So I got the idea for this book in March of 2021 after I read, the Poison Study series, the trilogy. It literally has nothing to do with that trilogy. Pretty much the basis of it is that there are two lands, but that's like any fantasy story. So I don't know. The inspiration just came to me through that. So I started outlining. I lied. It was in February. So I started outlining randomly, a little bit February, mostly March, so that I could start writing it for Camp Nano April, and I did. And I got 34,797 words, something like that, like just under 35,000 words into it in April at Camp Nano. Mind you, I was doing edits for my other series and everything. And then in May, I went into a complete author slump. Like, I wasn't on YouTube. I was not writing anything new. I was barely getting myself to edit anything. Like, it was just not a great month for me. So, I'm sorry, my throat is like not having it today. And so when June came around, I was like, no, we are getting back into it. I'm not gonna let this take over. So on top of doing my edits for my other series, I'm gonna continue writing this book. So here's the breakdown of where we're at in the book. We are approximately, like, we just hit approximately the halfway mark. I've added like 5,000 words, 4,500 words, something like that, since I started back up in June. It's currently June 11th, so I've only done it like 3 days. But we're at 39,050 words right now. But here's the thing, that's the first half of the book. So if you take that means the entire book is gonna be about 78,000 words. The problem there is, in this first half, I've currently skipped 10 scenes. And I'm giving myself, like, the give or take, just approximation of 1,000 words per scene. Some of them I know already are gonna be shorter than that. But then some might be longer, so like it'll cancel out. But that's gonna be about 8,000 to 10,000 words. I'm just saying 10 so it's easier for me to count. So that means the first half is gonna be 49,000 words. If you double that, that's a 98,000 word first draft. The first book in my other series, where it's not at the final draft necessarily, but it's at like one of the drafts right before it goes to copy edits, not even that long. So it's a honker, but it's a great time. So we are on the ground right now. This is one of my favorite spots in my apartment to do my work. We have my blanket, because like the bed is really hard right here. So I lean against that. And we're gonna get started. I have my water, and then I have one of these coffees because I didn't feel like making a regular coffee, and I bought these the other day, so we're gonna have this. But a little breakdown of how this is gonna go. Currently on about the halfway mark. We're not done with this chapter. We have kind of one more scene. I'm saying kind of because I don't really know how long of a scene it's gonna be. I'm assuming like a few hundred words, like 200 to 400 words, not that long, which is why I'm like, it's not really a scene by itself. But anyway, we have that to finish off this chapter, and then the next 4.5 chapters are outlined, not necessarily fully, because some of them just say they talk or something like that, and I'm just like, okay, about what, bitch? So not necessarily fully, but yeah, the next few chapters are outlined. Some of those scenes are like some of the ones I'm really excited to get into, so that'll be fun. One of these scenes is one of the ones I'm not excited about getting into. Basically any battle or action-like scene, for the most part, I've skipped so far because I didn't feel like writing it. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, until for the next 4.5 chapters, I have it outlined. After that, there are a few scenes that aren't even there. Like, I don't know what they're gonna be yet. And then we have a few more scenes where I'm like, I know I want these people in it, but I don't really know what it's gonna be. Blah, blah, blah. And then the last, not the last chapter, but the 4.5 chapters before that are fully outlined. So, yeah. My thing is, I think the 4.5 chapters that I have outlined today will take me through the 10,000 words. If not, I could always go back and write one of the 10 chapters I skipped, or I can skip forward, which normally I'm not a skipper because I like going in order. But in this book, I've skipped so many scenes already, it really doesn't even matter. But yeah, it's about to be 10 a.m. It's 9:54, 9:55 exactly now. Yeah, we're gonna start. I do have Liquid Motion, which is a dance class at my pole studio later tonight. So theoretically, I'd like to have this done by like 4:45, 5 p.m. If not, I'll come back around 9 because it takes me a long time to get there and get back and continue it. How I find two things. One, that scene ended up being like just under 800 words, so double what I thought. Now I'm on the other scene. I'm on the battle scene. And we're actually going pretty well. We're about to hit 1,000 words on it. But I need a weapon. And I know what weapon I'm thinking of, but I don't know what it's called, and I don't know how to look it up. So it's like, you know the one with like the handle and then the other handle, and there's like a chain. It's not a chain, but like a chain or whip or something connecting the two, and then you I know what I'm thinking of. So I looked up whip. I looked up whip with two handles, and it's just not coming. Is this it? Maybe. No, it's not coming up, and I don't know what it's called, and it's pissing me off because I want that weapon in this fight, but I don't know what it's called, and I don't know how to put it in. Right now, in the story, I just have whip written down, but I don't want a whip. I want that weapon with like the two. Is it called a? Nope, that's not what it is. It's like, you know how like a whip has like the handle section right there where you hold it? It's two of those connected that you can like smack yourself with and then switch around, kind of like a ninja style. Bro, I don't know what it's called, and it's pissing me off because I need that weapon. Oh my god. More karate? Is that in karate? I don't. Whirlwind. Is it called a whirlwind? I spelled that wrong. There we go. Why does that look wrong? Is that not what it's called? What is this? Kung Fu whip. It's called a Kung Fu whip? Nope. Okay, I think I found it kind of. Okay. It's essentially this. Like, you see how there's one handle, two handle, and they're connected? But I'm not getting a name from it. I need the name. It's killing me. And we finished this next chapter. We are 2,812 words into the day. About just over 2,000 of that was that chapter. And then like just under 800 of that was the scene from the other chapter. So we're doing pretty well. This next chapter, I haven't started, but I have a little paragraph that I wrote earlier because I knew I wanted it here and I didn't want to forget it. So yeah, it's going pretty well. Okay. This next chapter actually might be a little short. But that's fine. Because the chapter after this, I'm really excited to write. So, yeah, I'm gonna give myself a little break. Like 20 minutes, 30 minutes, not that bad. Then we'll get back into this. We just finished another chapter. And it's leading up to a chapter, to a sexy time chapter, let's just say that. So that's what we're writing next, but my butt is numb from sitting there, so we're just taking a little rest. It took about an hour to write that chapter. It's not that long, it's like 1,600 words or so, something like that. I'm listening to this playlist. It's not an actual playlist, it's just I put on one song on Apple and then I shuffle it so that similar songs play after that. And it's just really great. The song I do it by is Only Love by Trademark. And then it just plays songs that are similar and it's amazing. Would recommend. But yeah. Trying to think if I want to move to like up to the table to write the next scene, but like also I don't. Like I really like writing down here. It's just my butt is really numb right now. I did make coffee though, like real coffee. I didn't end up finishing the bottle that I had. I never do. Like it always takes me 2 to 3 times before I can finish one. But yeah, made a real coffee. I can really taste it in my mouth though, so I'm gonna go chug down some water. But yeah, it's going pretty well. I think we're at 4,500 for the day. So, going pretty well. It's at 1:39 right now. So theoretically, the next 3 hours, am I gonna finish it? Probably not. But when I come back from my class, just finish it then. It's fine. It's fine. Also, friends, I'm just lying on my bed right now. TikTok convinced me to read Ice Planet Barbarians. I'm exactly halfway through. It's only 180 pages. I'm 90 pages through it. I did get the physical copy because I was like, I like having physical copies. Like Kindle, electronic in general, I have to be in the mood, which happens maybe twice a year. Maybe. So, yeah. It's good. There's like no plot to it, but it's good. It's just I don't really understand what all the hype is about. But I mean, it is fun and it is definitely something to get you out of a slump, which I'm definitely in. So yeah, if I do continue on with the series, it's 22 books, each following different couples. I definitely will not finish the series because I never finished those types of series. But if I do continue on, those will be in Kindle unless like I read it and I like really enjoy it, then I'll get a physical copy. It's not like amazing, you know. But yeah, I'm hoping this will get me out of my slump so that I can actually read other books, because I do have some library books back there that I still need to read. I don't even know how overdue those books are. I don't care, like I haven't checked. So I need to read them so I can return them. But yeah, it's good. Just, I mean, I wasn't necessarily expecting a plot because it's 180 pages and everyone just talks about the sex. Which again, not as much sex as I thought. Maybe in the second half we'll get a lot more. But interesting, I guess. Okay, it is really dark now. It's not like late or anything. It's 3:53. It's acting like it's the middle of winter, bro. The weather feels nice, like it feels cool. But it's really dark out, and like it's not really dark out, like the light is still there, but it's just a lot darker than it's meant to be at 4 p.m. But anyway, it's getting me a little worried because I take the bus and I have to walk part of the distances, and I don't want to do that if it's gonna be dark like this. Anyway, on to more important matters, like this little challenge I'm doing for the day. We finished my chapter, and right before I started writing it, I remembered I have this book which has a bunch of like phrases and stuff that you could use. Didn't really use much of them, but like it was nice to remind myself some stuff. But yeah, wrote the chapter. It's longer than I expected it to be, but I was having a ton of fun writing it. It did take me a while though, I'm not gonna lie to you. It took me over an hour. But yeah, now we're at 6,354 words for the day. We still have 3,646 words to go. It's 3:55. It's about to be 4 p.m. But yeah, I love this story so much. Hello, it is 4:30 exactly now, and I just canceled the class I was gonna go to. Not gonna get that pass back, but whatever. I just canceled it. This is hot. Made some tea. I'm gonna sit here and not writing yet, but soon I'll be writing. But yeah, that's gonna give me 3.5, 4 hours back to my day. So I should definitely be able to get my 3,500 words down for the day. But yeah, I canceled it basically just because with how dark it is right now, I would finish that class 7:45, realistically closer to like 7:55, because like afterward we're usually given some time to like mess around and stuff like that. And then it's a 15-minute walk from the studio to the bus stop, and then who knows how long you have to wait there, which realistically it's always like 5-ish minutes. So even if it is straight 5 minutes, I would be getting on the first bus at the time the sun sets. Basically meaning at the time it gets like actually dark, because it's like gloomy dark outside. So it's not dark, like it's still light out, but it's gloomy, so there's no like actual light shining. So yeah, I would be getting on the bus when the sun sets, and then I'd have to get off and wait for a second bus and then still walk home, or get off and just walk home. The difference would be either a 40-minute walk or 20-minute walk. The reason I would do the 40-minute walk is because last time this happened to me too. The bus skipped over me. Like I was standing there waiting for it and it just passed. I was like, hello. So I had to walk home. It was just like an extra 20 minutes to my walk, but it's still something, you know, especially at nighttime. I do not play those risks. I do not go out. Like I love night walks, but I never do it because I'm by myself. I'm not gonna do that. But yeah, so I canceled it, which sucks because this liquid motion class they used to have it on Saturday afternoons as well, but they canceled that. So now they only have it Friday nights. And I don't have a car, and I'm not gonna be riding the bus all the time at night. So oh well. But anyway, that means I can get more done today. Hello, it is about to be 6 p.m. I was just watching What Would You Do? Got a little teary-eyed. I usually don't. I don't know what's happening to me today. I usually don't get like emotional for stuff like that, but oh, it was so good. But yeah, I still have 3,600 words to write, so I gotta get on it, but also I don't feel like it. Oh no. I bought some Arizonas the other day, so I think we're gonna go and grab one. I'm talking like it's an energy drink. It's literally not, but maybe that'll liven me up a little bit. Trying to think if I have snacks. I have like crackers, but I don't want to eat those right now. Oh, I bought a watermelon today. Do we want to attempt to cut it? Actually, I think we're gonna attempt to cut it. And then at 6:30, we'll start my write through. Also, this has nothing to do with this book, but for my other series, it's a 4-book series, and I'm using the same copy editor for the entire series just because I feel like that'll work best. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. She's doing my first book next month, my second book in September. So the book I'm editing right now, she's working on in September. And I had never scheduled in for the third book because I wasn't entirely sure how the schedule was going to work yet. Like I had it tentatively written out, but right now I was just going through it, and I think it's going to work best for January of 2022. So I emailed her and I was like, hey, can we book it in for the end of January? just because that is also around Christmas time, so I already know that might make me busy. So I'm just gonna give myself a little bit of leeway. But I booked her, but technically didn't book her yet because I haven't paid for it yet. But I booked her for the end of January. I'm thinking around May for the 4th book, but I haven't booked that one yet because I definitely don't know the schedule for that one yet. But probably another 3 or 4 months I'll book her in for that. But yeah, did that. Started. What is the word I'm looking for? Started editing my schedule to see, like, basically my schedule has each month and each title. None of them have an actual title on them, but like each like work in progress and what I'm gonna be doing for that book in that month. So essentially, let me show you. So I didn't do anything for the first book because I wrote it during NaNoWriMo. Wrote the second book in January, wrote the third book in February. Then I went back to edits, basically doing that for the entire thing, and then I have it for 2 years. So I was going through and editing that. It's very much edits because it can always change. But just to give myself a tentative idea of when I'm gonna need editors / when the book is gonna be done. And for the most part, the book is done 3 to 5 months in advance of publication, because I also I have another sheet for publications. So yeah, we currently have 8 titles listed. 1 for this year, 4 for next year, and then what does that leave? 3 more for the year after. The 3 more for 2 of those 3 more, I already know I'm gonna be writing one of them soon-ish, in a few months. The third one, I already know, but also I'm probably not gonna be writing that until next year. But yeah, that's gonna be a first book in a new series. It's gonna be a companion, companion series. Contemporary is what I meant to say. It's gonna be an adult contemporary. So yeah, I actually thought of that series before Twins, which is the book I'm writing 10K for today. But like Twins called out to me, and I'm so glad it did because I love it. But yeah, that new series, I have 4 books. They're not outlined. None of them are outlined. But I have like a tentative idea of essentially just the meet cute, really. I don't really know what the story's gonna be about, but I know the meet cute. So yeah, we got the goods. I'm excited. And we're down 1 more scene. We have 2,441 words left. But I'm hungry. It's 7:23. I'm hungry because all I've had today was a bagel, that watermelon. And yeah, I think, and a couple of dumplings, but like nothing else. And I don't actually have real food at my place because I don't like to cook. So yeah, I also need to go grocery shopping. So yeah, cereal it is. And then I'm definitely gonna write the second scene for this chapter today, and then at least set up the next chapter. But I don't think I'm gonna finish the next chapter. Technically, for the 2400, I would need to, because there's no way these next 2 parts are gonna be 2400. But I could, I don't know. I don't think it's gonna happen. I don't. Theoretically, I could totally finish the 10K. I just don't feel like it, you know? I keep getting swept up in like planning. Like straight up, I was just lying on my bed planning out future books. I'm planning into freaking 2024 right now, okay? I'm 3 years in advance. So yeah, I'm just getting really swept up in that. So I don't know. I don't think that last 2,000 words are gonna happen. If they do, they're gonna happen really late. I might not update it today. Might just update it tomorrow. We'll see. But don't think so. That's okay. Hello, friends. It is a couple days later, and I was right in that last clip when I said I wasn't gonna write anymore, because I ended up finishing Ice Planet Barbarians. It was good. I gave it 4 stars. It was fun. And then the next morning I woke up at like 7 a.m. for no reason. So I was just decided to get Kindle Unlimited, and I read the second book fully. Spent all of yesterday basically just reading. So I read that, which gave it 5 stars. Like, I really enjoyed that one. It's just so much, it's great. And then I was gonna go on to read book 3, but I want to give it a little bit of time, and then I'll go on to read book 3. But I read another Ruby Dixon book, the first book in the Corsairs series. I give that a 3 stars. It was a lot shorter. I give that a 3 stars. It was good. It just wasn't like that one was. It just felt a lot more lacking. Like, she didn't put as much effort into it as the Ice Planet Barbarian series. But yeah, I'm excited actually to read book 3. I don't know how, because I'm definitely not going to be getting through 20 of those books, but I'm wondering how many of those books I'll actually get through, because they're fun. They're like easy to get through. And then she has the the one about dragons. That one, before the Ice Planet Barbarian series became popular on TikTok, I had that one on my TBR. So, and that one's like a full-length novel. It's over 300 pages. So, maybe eventually I'll get to that. But yeah, it was nice to finally start reading again. Caught up on my Goodreads again. I was 2 books behind. No, I was 1 book behind. Now I'm 1 book ahead. No, I lied. I was 2 books behind. Now I'm 1 book ahead. So that's good. But yeah, anyway. Moral of the story, I didn't do anything yesterday other than read and like hang out and stuff. I basically just gave myself a break for the day. Today, I spent so long going to check out an apartment that I'm definitely not going to be getting. And then I came back and I've been working for the past few hours. So yeah, might continue writing tonight, or I'll edit tonight. I'm not sure, but moral of the story, 10K day was a fail, but I'm still proud of myself. Still got a good amount done. So there's that. Anyway, I'm gonna end it off here. So thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.